Okay, here we are at part 3 of the build. If you watched part 2, we ended up gluing this battery holder into place. You can see how I centered it. And the reason that we're centering it that way, that's because the back piece has these parts for strength reasons that are going to slide down there. So you don't want anything that goes all the way up against either side in there, otherwise it would hit these parts. So center that up. I kind of super glued the red wire to make sure it would stay where it'd go and soldered it onto the slide switch. Brought the black wire over, went right to the common ground for all of the LEDs that are in here. I brought in my voltage boost converter. This little board will take anything from 0.9 of a volt up. In this case we have 3 volts and boost it to a clean 5 volts. Which I wanted for this circuit. Not so much for the 4017 because it'll actually work anywhere from 3 volts to 15 volts. But the 5.5 timer is a little more particular. It doesn't particularly like things below 5 volts. And it likes a very clean system. So I brought that in, just brought a positive wire over off from the switch for it. I already had ground from all of the LEDs. Brought the ground right to the center connection there. And then this is your output, which is a white wire. So I brought that up to the one that's marked positive on the circuit board, and brought a black wire again off the ground for this whole thing. We already covered the reset pin 15 to count number 8, and I just put it on the bottom side of the board. I'm going to put some glue over that connection there to make sure that doesn't get bumped or bothered or pushed down and shorted out or anything in the end. I haven't done that yet, but I will. And we put in these 2 support pieces which the board can rest on to keep it from shorting out against the leads, and yet keep it low enough that the back cover can go on with the speed control trimmer sitting there. So I started with the wiring, and I'd already marked, if you watched earlier on the inside, which LEDs were which, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So I just started running wires, knowing that 1 was this uppermost one, and then drug it down to number 1, and then went to 2, and drug it down to 2, and you just keep doing that. Just 1 to 1, 2 to 2, all the way till you get to 7. And I soldered onto the back side simply to make it neater. The way this is laid out, you could fold them over and solder to the top sides. And again, they have the indication of an LED here, so you know this is the anode side. That's the cathode, anode, cathode, anode, cathode. So we want the anode, so it's this, skip one, this, skip one, this, skip one, so on and so forth. And it brings you all around. So what I'll be doing here shortly, when I turn off the camera, is I'll go ahead and I'll put some E6000 or the D7000 on these risers and glue this board down in place. And yeah, we should be able to turn things on here. So there we have it. Like I say, you do have a rate control. You can change the speed. Kind of hard to, here, watch this side as I turn the pot. I'm going really quick now. You can see it from the back side too. But you can decide what looks good. Basically, to me, it looks like they used the same circuit and they simply had it on the slow setting, which is all the way counterclockwise. So, basically like that. So once that's all in place, you can put the back cover on and have it set up for some number 2 screws, 2mm or number 2, whatever you got, either self-tapping. In my case, all I had was machine screws, so I'm just going to thread them in, and they'll thread in nice and tight and hold the back cover on. And there's your Star Trek medical device.